Why, hello there. Why, hello there indeed. Let me move things around a little bit here. So apparently I'm streaming. Okay. Um, I don't know how well it's working. I would like to hear from some people. If you don't mind letting me know. I'm using Restream for the first time, and the preview on the Restream website is lagging like really badly. So I'm curious how that's doing. Am I lagging, or is it like, does it seem like it's working okay? Just curious. But hello and welcome. Let me see if Discord got the stream sent to them. It does seem like it seems like it worked. It only sent the YouTube stream. It did not send the Twitch stream. So let me oh no, there's the Twitch one. Okay. Seems good. Hi there, Sputnik. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Some interesting news. Just I'll assume that Sputnik is right and that it's working for everybody. Let me know if you guys have any issues. If anyone has any issues with the stream, or if it's like not working very well or whatever, just let me know. Okay? Just let me know. Happy almost New Year to everybody. Happy almost New Year. Trying Restream for the first time. I don't know how it's gonna work. There's an annoying watermark up in the corner, but I have to pay money to get rid of that, which is kind of lame. So if I end up using Restream a lot, I'll probably end up paying for that, but definitely can't afford anything extra for now. Hey, a stream seems to be working, right? Okay, cool. That's good. One thing I don't like about Restream so far is that like normally I like to make the lobby before the Fred, what are you doing, buddy? I like to make the lobby before the stream, like, you know, at least an hour or two beforehand. That way people can see that the stream is coming and that it's, you know, it's gonna happen. But it kind of seems like the stream just pops into existence when I use Restream. Like when I hit start streaming, it creates the lobby and starts the stream at the same time, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh, Freddy just nasty. I just heard him poop. I'm gonna open a window real quick, crack a window. Anyway, you like my lights? Thanks. I appreciate that. That's cool. That's awesome. That's good. That's what I like to hear. I want to do more lights. Like I want to have some LEDs or something. That would be cool. That would be nice. But yeah, I am live on Twitch as well as YouTube right now, so you guys can, like, everyone can choose like where you want to follow me or where you want to watch. I mean, obviously I would appreciate it if you followed me everywhere. But yeah, you can choose whatever streaming platform you would like to use. Twitch or YouTube, either one works. Totally fine either way. If we get enough people on Twitch, then I can start working on getting affiliate or partner program stuff going there. There's some fireworks outside. I hope that you guys can't hear that. But I don't know. Anyway, tonight I have a chai latte that I made, which is not very good. I have not figured out the secret to making like a good at-home chai latte. I don't know if I just do I think I just do the portions wrong, because like I got the whole thing. Like I got, you know, I make some chai, Like it's like real loose leaf chai. I steep it for a long time. It's like real strong. I put some honey and cinnamon in it before I ice it, and I stir it up real good. And then I ice it and then add milk, or I add milk and then ice it. And like, I think I'm just doing something wrong because it just tastes like it doesn't like it tastes like a chai latte, but it tastes really watery. I think maybe I just did too much water. Yeah, maybe next time I'll try like a little less water, a little more milk or something. Not sure. It's all right though. I mean, like it's consumable. It's not like I can't enjoy it at all. Happy New Year to you all. Yeah, we're getting there. It's like 6 p.m. for me, but here in a little bit it will be New Year, and it is something, that's for sure. I can't believe that this year's already over. Time is just like, I'm at the age where time is starting to move like worryingly fast, and it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You just have to try to stay present in life, because like when you get really lost in things, like time can really, like, I noticed that when I was working my food job, um time seemed like it was moving really quickly. And I think it was because I was like always like, I don't know, there was always something, like I was always out, like, it's like, oh, I'm at work, it's busy, I got all this stuff to do, and then you get off work, 10 hours have passed, and it just kind of makes it feel like your days are really short, like you don't have much time in your day. And that's something that I'm enjoying not experiencing anymore, which is cool, not being in food service anymore. Brenna, hello, welcome, and happy New Year to you. Amber, hello. Amber, I think you're watching. Yeah, you're watching on Twitch. Nice. As I said, we have YouTube, we have Twitch. They are both available for the streaming. Whichever one you would prefer to listen to will work with me. I need to add my Twitch to my link tree. Sweaty. He's a sweaty baby. He's having a flare up, an IBS flare up, and it's really disgusting. He has not pooped this month much, sorry, in like 3 or 4 months. He has been, the past few days, he has pooped so many times. I've had to clean up so much poop. So much poop. But it's fine. He will get through it. He's on a medicine that definitely helps with the IBS for sure. I think I might also have to start trying, like I used to do like probiotics, prebiotics before I got him on the steroid that he's on to help with his IBS. I tried all sorts of stuff. I tried fiber, I tried probiotics, prebiotics, whatever, all that stuff. I tried everything, and none of it really worked because like he clearly, like, he needs medicine. But I think he needs more than just the medicine. I think he also needs some kind of like fiber supplement or something, because his tummy is not happy. Maybe he just got into something. I really don't know. When did that poor cat get sick? I mean, he started having tummy troubles like over a year ago, and it's been as long as I've been watching. Well, he's had IBS for over a year, and I went to a vet about it, and then it was like they couldn't figure out what was wrong, and so like I tried a bunch of stuff and like, tried to solve the issue without medicine. And then when I went through all the options that I had available to me, I went back to the vet. I tried dietary changes, all that stuff I mentioned. And then I went back to the vet and we did more tests, and they still couldn't figure out what was wrong, but they tried a bunch of different medications, and the IBS medication seemed to work pretty well. So it seems like it's an IBS thing, but like he's on the medication and he still gets flare ups every now and then. Like it's better than it has been. I mean, like the past, like most of the time he's fine. It's just that like he'll have like a really bad week where he like poops a bunch. And also, like, not to get TMI, but like he's not, you know, things are not working very well down there for him, even when he's not having accidents. He is a stinky gross boy. I'm worried to let him touch me. He was just in the litter box. Don't get any poop on me or litter, please, because that would be gross. He also like he had poop on his head today when I came into the room. It was like on his neck. He had like poop neck, you know, like poop on his neck, and I had to clean that up. So every time I touch him, I'm gonna have to like use hand sanitizer, which is super cool. Love that. My hands are already so dry. It's yeah, I mean he's not like sick. He's got like a chronic illness. So I mean I guess he is sick, but like, you know what I mean? Um it's not like a flu or a tummy bug or anything. It's like a chronic issue. Hello Roger Wilson. Um yeah, hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. I hope that restream is working okay. Let's see, you know, if anyone notices anything bad, if anyone notices any like it not working or it being like weird or whatever, let me know. um I would love some feedback about it. It seems like it's working okay right now. Seems like it's working all right. I hope everyone has good plans tonight. So for New Year's, you know, make sure that you're staying safe out there. Just be careful because like people do a lot of wacky stuff on New Year's, but also like everyone has been really stressed this past year. And because everyone's really stressed out, they might not make the best choices. They might not make the safest choices. So just be real careful while you're out doing stuff tonight. I personally am not gonna go out really. Like I'm just gonna go over to a friend's house and we're just gonna chill out with some friends and hang out, chill, stuff. It's gonna be very relaxing. It's not gonna be a big deal. Anime sidekick girl or gal, hello. First time catching your stream live. That's awesome. Happy to have you here. Thank you for making it. Turtle Bird, welcome. Happy New Year's Eve, hopefully. Yeah, right. Um, I mean, like, congratulations to everyone. You made it through 1 year of the Trump administration. Congratulations. Unfortunately, not all of us did. And, you know, there have been some people that we've lost along the way, very unfortunately. And it's a sad reality, but honestly, like we just got to keep moving forward. We got to fight for the future of, you know, all the queer folk who um aren't yet. Oh, can I mod your for all the queer folk who aren't yet here or born or whatever, you know, we gotta keep fighting for rights. We gotta keep fighting for everyone who didn't make it. Amber, I don't know how to do that. How to mod you on Twitch. Let me go to Twitch real quick. Um uh yeah, like how do I do that? Channel. Okay, I see I'm live. There's the chat. Flash mod. Okay. Flash mod. Boom. Done. Done. I did it. I did it. Yay. If you're on Twitch and you're not and you haven't followed me, please make sure that you do follow me. I know it's just two of you right now, but I'm really trying to make things happen there. Also, I did it. It's done. You're a mod now. Um, but yeah, I got Twitch and YouTube going. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I completely forgot. Oh, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. You know, help out, do that kind of stuff. It would be great. Be super great. Um, should I? Am I? Cause like, let me see here. Can I go to the YouTube lobby as well? This is weird. Normally, I have access to like the YouTube lobby, but I don't have access to it. So I actually have no idea how I'm gonna insert like ads to the stream. Let me see something real quick. Like I am live. Can I open the stream lobby? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, here it is. Here it is. Okay, cool. Perfect. Josh, welcome. Freddie. I watch a YouTube channel called Veterinary Secrets. Really great for traditional and more natural pet medicine and gut issues. Check them out. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I need to do. Like I tried a lot of stuff already. It's just like so like I'm pretty sure what happened when I was trying probiotics, fiber, like diet changes, all that stuff. When I was trying all of that on with Freddie before, I'm pretty sure the reason why it wasn't working was because he needed the medicine in the first place. And after getting the medicine, I think that stuff will benefit him. But he had to get the help from the IBS medication. Now it should be good though. It should be able to we should be able to do some other stuff. I considered doing like a gaming stream tonight, but I think that it's just going to be good to just talk about politics because I want to talk about next year. I'm curious what everyone is thinking for next year. Like, what do you guys all see happening next year? What does everyone see being like the theme of next year? Like, what does everyone think is going to happen with midterm? And Freddy's food is dispensing, and he's not going for it. Well, he like didn't really eat until I came down to start stream, so he must just not be very hungry, which is a surprising thing because he's like always hungry. But yeah, I'm curious what everyone is thinking for next year. What does everyone think is gonna happen next year, and what are you expecting for midterm? What are you expecting for mid? I love Poopy Boy so much. Me too. Look at him over there. He's gonna poop on that blanket. He's gonna poop like in that chair. He'll fall asleep. I guarantee it. And then he'll wake up in an hour and a half and poop, like right where he's laying. And then he'll get up and he'll get all scared and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh!" And then he'll just like go about his life. um, I have like a pile of blankets that I have to wash. Really fun. Really fun. Trump going away ASAP. Yeah, no, I feel that, but like I'm just curious whether everyone thinks that next year, like, here's a simple question: do you think next year is going to be worse or better than this year? Like politically, do you think more bad stuff is going to happen next year, like as much bad stuff as we had happen this year? Or do you think that there's going to be less bad stuff? I'm not even saying that like good stuff will happen. I'm just saying like, do you think it will be as shitty as it was this past year or a little less shitty? Like, that's what I'm curious about. New years always results in new queers. We multiply. Hell yeah. True. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Interesting. I'm curious what everyone else is thinking. You know, feel free to put your thoughts in chat. I don't want to give my thoughts yet because I want to see what chat says first. Same kind of grind. Okay. Okay. Gonna be writing history altering diaries for my buddies rafters once I okay. Um that's pretty dark. I hope it's not worse. Worse, but I'm a pessimist at heart, so I don't know. If elections happen, a bunch of corporate Dems will be elected, and the few progressives we have will have to fight for a slight. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious where everyone's at with it. Is my light the wrong color? Oh, that's not. There we go. I think that's, yeah, that's the color I want. Did I have it on the wrong color last stream too? I think I did. I think I had it on the wrong color last stream as well, which is really exciting. I'm very good at what I do here. You know, like I'm like very smart and probably like the best streamer that's ever the GOP will hopefully turn on Trump. I kind of see that happening actually. But I don't I wanted to. I think a lot of people gave opinions. I think we sort of got the MAGA goes downhill. The money behind them may target the UK. Gumboy is already associating with Tommy Robinson and Reform UK. Princess is on. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Okay, so I see a lot of people saying that they think it'll be worse. You know, maybe a couple like it might not be as bad as it might not be as like there's some like people saying maybe it won't be that bad, but probably gonna be pretty bad. Which interesting. I'll give my take now, I guess. Hello, Diana. So the thing that I'm thinking is that midterms are probably going to be like the Republicans obviously have House, Senate, presidency, all that stuff. And they really haven't needed the Senate to do anything. Like Congress hasn't really had to do anything. Like it's actually been there was a thing that came out, and this is like the least productive Congress to like ever exist ever in terms of like legislative stuff, which is an interesting thing to think about. Let's see. Cervelo said, I don't think Congress will turn on Trump until 2027. I expect a blue wave to happen, but only in the House. The Senate might remain in Republican control, which would deadlock any impeachment trial. Right. I think impeachment is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't hope for it. I wouldn't even consider it an option, to be honest. I don't think impeachment will happen no matter what. If we got House and Senate control, like I still don't think it would happen. Happy New Year, New Year's Eve. Thank you. Hope you're having a good one as well. So I think that in 2026, the Dems will pick up either a lot of House seats, maybe a lot of Senate seats, probably not a lot of Senate seats, maybe just a few. Either way, the total Republican control will come to an end, and that is a good thing. But also, it might not really matter that much because like they've been just doing stuff with the executive branch with no input from Congress, even though that's illegal. They've just been doing it, and I don't think that Democrats picking up seats will change that. Like, I'm just going to be totally honest. If Republicans lose the majority in certain parts of the government, I don't think they'll care because they're still going to have Trump, and they're still just going to do whatever Trump wants them to do. And so, unfortunately, I don't think that midterms are actually going to make that much of a difference. Like, I don't really know what all could be accomplished after having the midterms, unless we take the House and the Senate and Democrats grow a spine and they do like a lot of like they put together some committees, or they do some special committee hearings, or like unless the Democrats are willing to actually go after the Republicans for the illegal stuff that they're doing, like I just don't see anything actually really changing with the midterms. That being said, I do think that next year will be slightly less bad than this year. And the reason for it is quite simply because Trump already had his honeymoon phase is already over. Like for most presidents, the first year is a honeymoon phase. Like the first year, everyone loves you. Everyone thinks, oh, they're probably going to do something good. Even if people don't like you, they're like, whatever. It's, the first year is like the big deal for the presidency in terms of like having the most political capital that you'll have throughout your entire presidency. And that is what usually happens. This is not happening with Trump. Trump has had a historically unpopular presidency, even considering that this is his first year. His approval rating his honeymoon phase was shorter than most presidents. And not only that, but he also lost a ton of support over the past I don't know even how long the time period has been since the approval rating crash started. I think it's maybe been 2 or 3 months since the approval crash. Like it's real. Honestly, it's really a lot of the it's the Epstein stuff. It's Venezuela, like him attacking Venezuela. It's actually him building the ballroom and him focusing on this like Kennedy Center stuff. A lot of these like weird like not things that you would expect. Like you would expect Doge or something would be the thing that people would be like, wow, your approval ratings crashing because you tried to illegally and unconstitutionally affect the budget and cut programs that were already funded legally by Congress. You think that that would be like the thing that causes the approval rating to crash, but actually it's just that like some like um poor rural Trump voter sees Trump on TV talking about how he wants to put more gold in the ballroom. And that's what makes them mad. Like, that's what really pisses them off and gets them angry. And that's what, like, causes them to, like, deviate from supporting Trump. So you have to consider that, like, you would think it would be, like, the logical things that would get support to change for Trump. But it's actually just, like, reactionary stuff. Because you have to consider, like, he has a reactionary base. Like the conservative MAGA Republican base, they're extremely reactionary, and they're going to remain reactionary forever. And so they're going to be reactionary when it comes to stuff that Trump does as well. So that like that's why he was able to ride the vibes for a long time. But people see that he's not really doing anything for them, and so emotionally they're suffering. There's also the fact that like the healthcare subsidies didn't get passed, and people are getting those emails. Like I got an email. I wonder how many of you have gotten one of those emails. So like I got an email. My insurance premium. I had like ACA insurance basically. Like I was paying for it myself, obviously, but my insurance premium was like $79 a month, right? I got an email. My premium was going to go up to $579 a month. That's like, I still have not done the math on that. I think it's 8 or 9 times more expensive. Obviously, I can't afford that. Like, I can't do that. That's literally like, I would go, that's more expensive than my car payment used to be when I had a car payment. Like, that's wild. That doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, obviously a lot of Americans are getting those emails, and that's gonna be a big hit to his approval rating as well. The Epstein stuff is, of course, like right-wing media has been radio silent on that stuff because it's indefensible. I mean, it's so clear that he was like friends with every pedophile, and that like he was one of the big dog pedophiles, and like, you know what I mean? $500 more a month. Yeah. Yep. And it's not even like my insurance wasn't even that good. Like it really was not even that good. you know? Like it's not like I was paying for this insurance that was like I still have to pay money for my medication and like my stuff. Like it's wacky. Wacky. Um yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if the demolition crew is in jail for tearing down the White House. Uh I would love that. I would love a bunch of investigation. I just Here's something I want to talk about, and it relates to next year. So, okay, let me finish the point that I was making. So, approval rating crashed, right? And we talked about that. The approval rating crashed. What also happened? I need to like hide. There's like a thing that shows me how many people are watching. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to. I don't want to know. Can I get rid of that? Can I hide that? Because like then I end up looking at it and I'm like, I don't want here. I think I can fix it. No, I can't fix it. It shows it to me like everywhere. Shows it everywhere. Anyway, so um Trump approval the approval rating crashed, right? So next year, Trump is going to have less political like capital to spend. He's gonna have a lot less popularity. People are gonna fight back against the things that he does. People are gonna have less patience for him. People are gonna have whatever. And it may seem like Trump doesn't care about what the public thinks about him. It may seem like he's just gonna do whatever he wants. Um, but there's actually not like that is true, but it's also not true. Like Trump wants everyone to love him, and I don't know, it's hard to tell. So like he's surrounded by yes men, right? Like Trump is surrounded by people that are constantly like, "Oh, you very special boy. You super special boy. You are the most specialist boy. You are so good. Everyone loves you and you are the bestest boy ever." So like obviously like he's not getting an honest read of what the country thinks of him, and I'm sure that like they only show him the good polling, and I'm sure they only whatever. So he's not really directly connected to reality. And I don't know exactly what it's a 7.3 times increase my insurance premium. Cool. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. I could have pulled my phone out, but I did not. Yeah, so like I don't know. It's hard to tell whether the crash in the approval rating will like actually affect Trump himself. But here is the thing. It will affect the Republican Party. Cuz Trump doesn't really care about the future of the Republican Party, but a lot of Republicans care about the future of the Republican Party. There are a lot of people who are in office that are going to outlive Trump, and they're going to be in office beyond the Trump presidency, right? And what good polling? Even Fox News polls have the approval rate going down. Well, right, right. Of course, the approval rating is going down. But like, what I'm saying is that like he sees the best of the bad polls, if that makes sense. Like the good polling would just be the least bad polling. Uh, basically, like a lot of Republicans know that they're going to outlive Trump. They're going to be in office longer than Trump, and they don't want their political career to go down with the ship. Like they don't want their career to be perpetually screwed, because like once Trump fever is broken, once he's gone, and once people have time to sit with the history of what happened during the Trump presidency, you like there are not going to be people defending him. Like he's going to have one of the worst political legacies in the history of our country. And in 20 or 30 years, every single person's going to be like, "Oh, I hated Trump. Oh, I did not know. I did not agree with anything that he was doing. No, 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 no. The genocide was wrong. It was wrong under Biden. It was wrong under Trump." Like there's going to be all of this conversation that's had, because by that point we will be far enough away from the modern moment to know that everything that happened during this time period was essentially bad. There's so little good that happens for the American people. This is going to be looked upon as like the Gilded Age. It's like it's extreme wealth disparity, it's extreme suffering, housing crisis, environmental crisis, human rights crisis. uh, it's bad. It's all bad. Like right, there's like, and even if you're a Trump supporter, like, do you really want to try to argue that like things are good right now, that things are better right now? Like, I would actually love to try to see a Trump supporter argue that like shit is gravy right now. Like we are just sailing along on a river made of chocolate, and everyone is just the happiest they've ever been in their entire life. Like if you try to make that argument to me, then you are just shoveling shit into your mouth. You are just consuming the most disgusting slop, lie and filled misinformation that I have ever seen or heard of in my entire life. Like you are literally like someone puts a plate full of dog shit in front of you, and you're like, "Wow, thank you so much. This is delicious. This is exactly what I wanted. I am so thankful. Thank you so very much for the dog shit. Like that's what that is. So it's things are bad. Things are really bad, okay? The Republican Party is going to lose a lot from the Trump administration. A lot of political goodwill. The Democrats are incredibly ineffective. And so like they're probably like the worst opposition party that has ever existed in all of American history. Maybe I'm not like a super big history buff. Like I'm decent at history, but I'm not good. I'm not like a history pro or anything. But yeah, like it is really hard to tell what will happen next year. Although I do think that like most of the really bad stuff has already happened. Actually, so today I saw a thing, like a judge ruled that the National Guard is not allowed to go into Colorado. And I think they also ruled that they're not allowed to go into Las Vegas and all that other stuff. Or Las Vegas, Los Angeles. There was an article that I saw pop up today saying that Trump says that the National Guard will be leaving Colorado, will be leaving California. Are they in Vegas too? Where else are they at? They're in Oh, it's Oregon, right? It was Portland, I think was the other place. Or Oregon? I don't know. They are already captured, controlled opposition. Well, of course. Of course. No, I mean like Democrats are terrible. Like the party we need revolutionary leadership. It's hard to tell what's going to happen next year, but I do think that it's going to be less bad than this past year, is what I'm saying. Of course, like a lot of the bad stuff that happened this year will continue to affect next year. So like, in a sense, things will get worse as a result of things that happened this year. But next year, I think less bad things will add on to the bad things that have already happened. Portland? Okay, yeah. I got like a little piece of banana bread stuck in my... Can't get it out. It's deeply upsetting. Let me read a couple chat things. I'm worried about you and others in the T in the alphabet, especially if compounded with a disability that requires professional support and care abilities to receive things like medication in time for CA. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have disabilities or if you're a part of the LGBTQ community, like, we're suffering. Obviously, we're going to keep suffering. It's going to happen. But, yeah. I enjoy researching the Gilded Age because artists who love artwork so tired living in so tired living in a recreation of it. Yeah. Yeah. So things are gonna be, it's gonna be a little bit of a rough year next year for sure. But we got through this year, and I will say that even though the Trump administration, what happened this year was worse, way worse than I thought it was gonna be. Like I'll be totally honest with you guys. Like I thought a lot of bad stuff would happen, but there has been significantly more bad stuff that happened than I thought would happen. At the same time, it's kind of interesting to see how like they're really trying to go full fascist, right? Like they're really trying to go full authoritarian, completely total takeover. And it's been mixed results. Like in some ways they've completely succeeded. In certain avenues, 100% they totally took over control. They have complete power and no one can stand up to them. In other facets and other aspects of the government and stuff, they actually have not had complete and total power. And like the judiciary has pushed back quite heavily. And even though they've tried to ignore the judiciary, it's interesting to watch the mechanisms of power duke it out. Like I think that has been something this year that in a very morbid way, it's interesting. Like I don't want to say it's like a like, oh, this is really cool, like let's watch our country fall apart. but like it is very interesting to watch someone reach for total power and to see what the mechanisms of checks and balances and everything, like what happened. There's fireworks going off in the background. I hope you guys can't hear that. Let me actually shut the window. Okay. Oh, I moved my camera. Yeah, they're like the dumbest, most incompetent fascists to have ever existed, right? So like um it's like they built the Death Star and then they pointed it at themselves or something. Like they're like that bad at fascism. Anyway. Oh, another thing. So yeah, next year's hard to predict. Hey Dan, welcome. I did want to say also, I actually don't know. That's random. That doesn't matter. Anyway, wait a second. Enable monetization to wait, my YouTube stream like isn't even monetized right now. Hold up. What? Why did Restream? Okay, I might have to not do Restream. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. They installed the laser backwards. Yeah. So it set up it like won't let me when I use Restream, it like sets up my stream lobby for me, right? And I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make it. Hold on. Okay, whatever. This is just gonna be a free stream, I guess. Um, if you want to support me, get a Patreon. Oh, of course it cleared chat when I backed out of the. I don't know if I really like this restream stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of pissing me off. It's just like I like being able to stream on. I think honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to make any of this work. So I have felt like the way things fell apart or not has been very eye-opening. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the points I was trying to make. Isn't part of the main feature of fascism the dumbness? Well, not every, yeah, some fascism is more dumb than others. Like it's always dumb, but like Trump is like the most incredibly stupid fascism I've ever seen. I'm more worried about the lessons learned or lessons the next set of fascists might learn from the failures of this current administration. No, of course, of course. Not trying to be a doomer though. Of course. And but I mean like the thing is that like Trump didn't learn from previous fascists. Like he could have been the fascist that learns from the fascists, but he didn't. And that's just because I think that like let me just be super honest. I feel like most people, if they were to get into power and become a fascist like Trump, they would be just like Trump. They would be lazy and stupid about it because they're American and like that's the kind of lifestyle, that's the way that they've been raised and what they've been. I'm not saying that to be like whatever, but like you know what I mean. You can always clip and monetize that later. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of. It's a free stream. It's whatever. It's okay if you realize you don't have any clue what you're doing and realize you are ahead of the curve. I see a button that allows me to donate. I'm just sadly beyond broke. So no, Mark, don't even worry about it or whatever. Like sorry, I don't know if that's actually your name or not. But don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Totally fine. No one needs to give me anything. If you guys want to help support the channel, like and subscribe, share my channel to other people. and follow me. You can follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna try to multi-stream when I stream, but I'm having a hard time figuring out how to make restream work. Maybe it's just a growing pain thing, like maybe it's just something I need to work on, but like it like auto generates the lobby for me and it like turned off my monetization for some reason. So like I don't know if that's something I did wrong or if that's just something that's not possible with restream. Like there's got to be a way to like have my monetization on, right? Like that would be super silly if it wouldn't let me do that. Hey Slicey Slicer. I'm not a history professor myself, but I do know that hierarchy is always fall. Yeah. Anyway, well, one other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, also, I was gonna start doing, okay, two things. Sorry, three things. Okay. I'm gonna be on YouTube full time. If you have watched my content in the past, you know that I've been on like a little bit of a hiatus. I am back, baby, because I am unemployed. Long story short, I quit my job for a job that no longer exists, and that may sound like I did something really stupid, but I promise you that like what I was convinced that I was transitioning to a different job, and then it turned out that that was not the case, and I simply quit my job for no reason. This is now my full-time job. I'm going to be streaming here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm also going to be trying to pump out videos. What I'm going to be doing is making my videos while I'm streaming. So I'm going to, um, oh, Mark, or my Mark Studio. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the dollar. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, it seems like you can donate. It's just like the ads are turned off, I guess, which is fine, honestly. Like I normally only run ads at the end anyway, so it just I lose a little bit of YouTube premium revenue from people watching there and stuff. But anyway, the point is, this is my job. This is my sole job for now. I'm gonna try to get more. Like people that follow my content know that I'm a fire performer. I do like circus sideshow stuff. I'm a flow artist. And so like I want to try to I applied to be a part of a performance group, and I'm really hoping to join and be able to make some money from performing for doing gigs. I also teach flow arts, and I would like to be able to do flow arts teaching. I already applied, actually I already applied for a festival last night to teach next year, and if I get accepted, I'll make like $100 for teaching for a weekend, which is not good. But I also get to go to the event for free, which is money that I would have spent, and they'll feed me, which is money that I would have spent. So I'll actually be making like $400. It's just that some of that money is money that I wouldn't be spending instead of money that I'd be making. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm actually gonna cry. Stop. Don't, I mean, stop if you can't afford to, but Amber, thank you for the $25. Counterbalance, go Burr. Thank you. That's incredible. Dan, $5. Thank you. You're amazing. That's so very kind. And oh my gosh. I'm trying my best to remember. Is it Ashlyn? Did I get it right? Did I get it right or did I get it wrong? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's like Ashlyn or it's Allison or it's like it's a something. It's a something. I'm sorry, I forgot. I said I wasn't gonna forget. But repetition is like, the way to go. But thank you so much for the $50. Thank you so much. Like that is actually going to pay my bills. That's gonna go to like food for Freddie and stuff. So you are all incredible. Thank you for being here for me. It really makes me feel like I'm not gonna starve to death. So huge thank you to all of you. Ashlyn, okay, cool. Cool. Servalos, $25. Thank you. That's so very kind. You're all too kind. You're all too kind. Um, thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, wait, food? Yeah, for Fred, for his stinky butt. Stuff that he can poop out later. Max Roy, thank you so much for the $2. I just spilled my chai on my face. That's really really smooth. I'm like very good at Amber. Oh my gosh, you do not have to give me another $25. Thank you though. Thank you. That means a lot. You're all very kind. You're all very kind. Ugh. Yeah. So all of that to say that this is my job now, and I'm anime sidekick gal. Thank you so much for the $50. Thank you, Turtle Bird. What? $100? Are you guys? You're all trying to make me cry. Like you're actually trying to make me cry, and like you're getting really close. I'm one of those people. Like when I feel myself about to cry, like my body fights it with every fiber of my being. Like I struggle. Oh my god. I hope you're all like in a good place to be able to afford to do this. Like seriously, if you can't afford to send me money, please do not jump on the bandwagon. Like only if you're able to afford to do something like this, because this is seriously so kind. You're all like paying my bills right now. You're paying my bills. Um so thank you. I do have a Patreon as well, and the link tree is in the description of the video. Let me make sure that Restream actually put that in there, because I don't know if Restream actually did or not. It did put it in there. So in the description of the video is my link tree, but I will go ahead and paste it into chat. A beautiful community is worth a tear of joy. That's honestly so true. I use the name Kristen. I just have not changed my YouTube name in live stream chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I was dead naming you. I actually worry about that constantly while I'm streaming. Whenever people like chat, I'm like, oh, what if they haven't updated their name yet? Like, I don't want to. But Kristen, thank you. You're wonderful and amazing and kind, and I really appreciate the $5. I'll try to remember that. Okay, like I'll do my best. I definitely want to be using the name that you all, like I want to use your actual name. So I don't want to dead name anyone here. Anyway, yeah, so that was thing one. I still can't get over that you all just did that. That's incredible, and honestly, thank you so much. I'm embarrassed my Google account is messing with your ability to donate. Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're fine. Already on your Patreon. Aw. And you donated. Oh, that's way too kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's scary going from making like a steady paycheck, even if it was a small paycheck. Like I was making money every 2 weeks, and now I'm not. uh and it's been really scary, but like this is making me feel a lot better about my decision. And like I want to be here. Like I've wanted to do YouTube full time since I started my channel, and I think I've just sort of had the realization that like I just need to go for it. Like I really just need to be here. I need to stream, I need to put up steady videos, and not working a food job 40 hours a week is going to give me so much more energy to be here and to spend time here and to be with all of you. And so um I just wanted to say like thank you all for sticking around for the hiatus. and for everything. But I, yeah, I promise I'm gonna put everything I have into the channel, and I'm going to be here. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the future of the channel. I'm excited for the future of the community. I think that we're building something really great here. And honestly, I want to build up enough influence to be able to do something. Like I love the community. I love making the content. I love having these conversations with all of you. I love talking about politics without everyone here. It's amazing what we have going on. But like we need to affect change, right? Like I want to make a difference. Like I want this YouTube channel to mean something, and I want the community to push towards real goals. Like I don't want this to just be me talking, right? Like I want to actually get stuff done. Like last year I worked with the Trans Unity Coalition here in Ohio, and I helped do some lobbying and talk to politicians, and I fought for the rights for people here in Ohio. And granted, we were only able to stop some of the bad stuff from happening. We weren't able to get anything good to happen, but we're on defense right now, right? So like it felt good to be politically involved. It felt good to be involved with an activist organization and like get things done. I was able to like with my content, I was able to inspire someone to come out and participate in activism. And I was able to give a voice to people, and I was able to spread the message about some things that were happening here in Ohio. And I want to do more of that. Like I honestly like I want to go out and like interview people, and I want to I kind of want to like travel, and I want to be a part of the stuff that's going on, and try to make my voice matter, and push for a better future for the left. Like I want the left to succeed, and I can see it happening. We can do it. Like the left, we we are we are in a really bad position right now, but the leverage that we're going to have coming out of this dark age is going to be the likes of which we've never seen before, or that we haven't seen in a long time. And if we don't capitalize on that, if we don't capitalize out of the momentum of the if we don't capitalize on the momentum coming out of this dark age, then we are lost. We are screwed. We are cooked. We are done. We are we're frogs in water boiled. Like we're frog leg, you know, finger food. Um this is actually leading into the next thing that I want to talk about. I want to talk about how we need to accept nothing less than revolutionary leadership for the Democratic Party. I have been one of those people for a long time who have said like incremental change is better than no change, or like a slightly better politician is better than a worse politician. I've said stuff like that for a long time, but I've hit a point, and I think a lot of you would agree with me on this, that we need like if Kamala Harris tries to run again in 28, I will not vote for her. Unless I'll put a caveat in here just to make sure that I'm being honest and completely in integrity in check here. If she were to go on stage and be like Zoran Mamdani, like really go left, like if she were to get on stage and say like that genocide was wrong, I'm a horrible person for not standing up against it during the campaign, I just like all this stuff happened, and if she were to be super vulnerable, and if she were to be like fuck capitalism, like we need to, you know, like we need to fix this shit, like if unless she were to become a radical revolutionary leader, I will not vote for her. I will not do it. I will not do it. I don't care if Satan is running next to Kamala Harris. I will just not vote if they put some lukewarm neoliberal APAC funded goon up for 28 election. If it's Gavin Newsom, I'm not voting for him. If it's Pete Buttigieg, I'm not voting for him. And I don't think any of us should vote for them. If they put someone like that up as the leader, the future leader of the Democratic Party, we need to say goodbye, Democratic Party. Welcome to death. Welcome to the end of your existence. Because like honestly, at this point, they need to learn that it's here's what happened. Some horrible Republican gets into office. Bush, Trump, Reagan, who cares, right? Some horrible Republican gets into office. They do insurmountable amounts of damage. They get us into 20-year wars. They destroy the entire economy. They crumple the social safety net. They degrade our social programs like USPS. They destroy everything. And they make things so bad that we beg for someone like Kamala Harris. We beg for someone like Gavin Newsom to save us from the pits of despair. And the thing is that even if we think, okay, like things are so bad, someone who's like moderately better is actually a lot better. No, they're not, because they're not going to pick up the pieces. They're not going to prosecute these people who have done all these horrible illegal things. They're not going to fix what is broken. They are simply going to tell you that they're going to try. And then they're going to do jack shit, and it's going to be Satan again in 2032. So here's what I'm saying. We need to send a very clear message this next year and the year after that. Like, these leaders need to be approved by Bernie Sanders. These leaders need to be approved by Zoran Mamdani. These leaders need to be approved by all of the most progressive parts of the leftist movement. Like, we need, we need majority report to approve the president, like, candidate. We need all of everyone on the left who has, a really coherent ideology that would actually make things better. We all need to be on board or off the board. Like, we all need to be in it to win it with this person, or completely like, no, thank you. And if we lose in 28 because they put someone up like that, I'll be honest, like, look, here's how I'm looking at it. Okay. Let's say we elect Kamala Harris, which I know it's not going to be her. Like, they're probably not going to put up a woman presidential candidate ever again. Like, that's probably just never going to happen again. I mean, she might try to run again, but like the Democratic Party is never going to put their full weight behind a woman ever again. Either way, they put forward some bullshit neoliberal candidate like Gavin Newsom. We elect him in office. He's going to do nothing. It's back to Satan in 2032. And then in 2036, we have another chance to try to elect someone. We elect some neoliberal. Again, we just go through this whole like cycle of despair, never-ending descent into the worsening situations that we are facing. If they keep losing and eventually give up and we get a revolutionary leader, we will actually fix things, and we will actually get things done, and things will actually start to get better. And that is better. It is better to lose now and win later than to win but never win. Than to win but technically lose forever. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Is there anyone who disagrees with me? Is there anyone who's hearing what I'm saying and they're like, no, I'm going to vote for Gavin Newsom? Is there anyone here who's like, vote blue no matter who? If so, why? Why do you disagree with me? I want to know. Not even in an aggressive way. Like, I want to have this conversation because I was on the other side for a long time. I was a vote blue no matter who person. That's how I was. That's who I was. That's how I felt things needed to be. But we are so far beyond that now that, like, honestly, like, I'm even enjoying accelerationism. Like, I never used to think that accelerationism was a good thing, but like, I am suffering, and honestly, it makes me feel pretty freaking awesome that there are Republicans who are suffering just as much as I am right now. like with the healthcare costs and everything. Not obviously with the LGBTQ issues, but in other aspects economically. Like, I'm not the only one who's suffering. Like, these people who voted for this dipshit are also suffering. Josie Caballero in Maryland is an an up and coming politician who's trans. That's cool. Our voices do matter. I do agree. If you ever want to do something cool in Colorado, I know people and am willing to share information for connections, both political and performing. That's awesome. Thank you. I do not live near Colorado at all. The political part formed with your channel aid, by the way. Thank you. Really? Wait, really? Is that true? If so, that's freaking awesome. If we push for equality for all on tabletop issues, trans people will be looked at as allies and the monsters. The few on the right waste money. Feel nice as ass. Jill Stein is already where the rest should be, especially. Well, I don't know about that. I have a lot of disdain for Jill Stein. Just because she's not a good person. She's not actually trying to make things better. Hail Satan. That's definitely a vibe. Democrats have flipped 26 seats so far in special elections. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. I mean, the special election stuff this past year was pretty wild. If there's no third party candidate that I like, personally, I'd rather vote for mid Democrat than not vote, as IMO not voting is a vote for the Republican. A vote for the Dem is more a vote against the other guy. Well, I would say that a vote for a moderate Democrat is a vote for a Republican. Like, like I'm gonna be so for real with you. I feel like it kind of doesn't matter. Like, if you vote for a moderate Democrat or you don't vote vote at all, I think the difference between those two things is virtually none. Like, the only real choice would be like, the only real choice would be like if we have like an actual revolutionary leader versus a Republican. Everything else is just a false dichotomy, right? Like, you can either vote for the everything gets worse party, or you can vote for the everything gets worse really quick party. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, that's how I'm viewing it right now. A vote for the Dem is more of a vote against the other guy. Something like maybe a justice reform party or a healthcare party, both which kind of exist. And so, well, I don't know. Third parties are such a death trap. Like, we need to take over the Democratic Party. Like, we need to completely reform the Democratic Party, ground up. Like, we need to boot Schumer and Jeffries to the curb. We need to tell these lobbyists to go F themselves. We need to make a Democratic Party that accepts literally no lobbyist money. That like you are not to be a part of the Democratic Party if you like make it illegal to be a part of the Democratic Party if you accept lobbyist money or something. Increase the wage that Congress gets to a livable wage, and then say you're not allowed to accept money anymore. We need to get abortion rights in law. We need to get trans rights in law, including trans rights for minors. We need progressive candidates instead of the dinosaurs that push for things that used to work in the 1800s. Agreed. What you're saying is we need the Overton window that has shifted right over the last 2 decades to move left. Yeah, and it is actually. It's starting to move left. The Overton window, like there are a lot of neoliberal leftists who have become extremely radical under this administration. There are a lot of previously MSNBC watching, Rachel Maddow loving neoliberal Democrats who look at, you know, social democrats and the more progressive wing of the party as actually being like ahead of the curve. Like it's happening. Like, we're radicalizing people because like this is so bad. It's so bad, and it's worse than it's ever been, and the news media doesn't exemplify how bad it is. Let me see. We need. Oh, no. Bernie is a distraction psyop. He betrayed his base how many times? Bernie has just betrayed his base before. Yes, I mean he's done things that I disagree with, but his messaging overall, I mean, it's been incredibly consistent, and he's right about a lot of stuff. I don't know what you mean by psyop, because he's extremely anti-establishment. He's like very like, except for like Israel, he's very much like the billionaires are the issue, and like we're like, what do you're gonna have to explain yourself more. Like, he's not perfect, but I vote on issues and facial expressions of intent. Color of the party is extra baggage. Depending on the Dem put forward, they may be swayed by the public. You know, I've thought that before too, but I've arrived at the conclusion that the Democrats don't listen to their party. They don't, not to the party. They listen to the party, but they don't listen to the base. The Democrats listen to consultants, they listen to other members of their party, and they listen to lobbyists, but they do not listen to their party, like the base of their party. And that is not going to change, even if they seem like they listen. It's like the appearance of listening, but it's not actually listening. Like, I don't think that, like, if Gavin Newsom or Kamala Harris or Buttigieg gets elected, that they are going to be movable in a way that is satisfactory to what we need. Like, they'll be movable in the sense that they'll be like, okay, maybe you have kind of a point, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Like, that's about as movable as they are. I agree with you. Neolibs will just make us circle the drain longer instead of actually fixing stuff. We can't have a centrist party as opposition to a far right party. Centrist party will always fail. Exactly, Kristen. Exactly. That is literally super duper 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 true. Super true. Super true. You vote blue so a demon doesn't steal office. Voting third party is genuinely harmful if the time isn't right. Our political system forces us to vote between two biggest parties, and that means we need to hijack primaries like Mondami. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, we need to accept nothing less than a leader who's like Mamdani running for president, right? Like, if it's some neoliberal idiot, we need to just say, no, thank you. We'll go back to fascism. We'll just take the fascism, you know? I don't know how to describe it, but like accelerationism feels like the right move for right now. Gotta go. Happy New Year. Well, thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your new year. Also, you said earlier, my Merc Studio, you said, yes, your channel helped ground how to advocate for myself and others on a political field. That's amazing. Thank you. I'm so glad I was able to be a part of helping you get politically activated. The problem with all our politicians are, majority of them are hiding money in offshore accounts. Well, of course, yeah, money is definitely the primary issue with politics here. I'm gonna stand up because I'm like too hype right now. Like, I keep trying to like rock back and forth and stuff. Accelerationism will get us fucking killed. That's an insane thing to say. You know what's insane? That like we're all gonna die anyway. Like, if things keep moving in the direction that they're moving, which they will, if things like, if we are frogs in hot water that is slowly boiling. And like we are at the boiling point. We are getting cooked right now. And like if it continues to be a slow boil, we're all just going to sit here until we die. Like accelerationism, at least things might get, turning up the heat does not get us out of the pot. It actually does though, because if you turn up the heat fast enough, the frog notices that it's hot and it jumps out. Well, you can think I'm insane. Like, unsubscribe, unfollow, get the fuck out of here if you don't want to, like, if you think I'm crazy. But like I'm telling you that like accelerationism is probably one of the only ways to actually wake people up. Like we did not get the New Deal Democrats until the Great Depression, right? Like things had to get that bad for people to wake up and for something good to happen. Like, do I want us to wake up and do something good before that point? Yeah. Like, would I prefer our country not to fall to complete collapse in order for us to get a good leader? Like, yeah, no, I would actually love for everyone to just vote for like Mamdani or vote for whoever, and vote for whoever's gonna, like, I would love to have like revolutionary political leader in 28 and then just boom or whatever. But like whether or not you want it, we're in the accelerationism. Like, you literally just said we need another Great Depression. We're in it. We're in it. We're in the freaking we're in a time period that's economically just as bad, if not worse, than the Great Recession. We're already in it. Like, I'm not saying we need to get there. I'm saying we're already there, and people don't realize it because it's been such a slow descent into shit. Someone said accelerationism is a way for shit to get worse sooner rather than later. That should wake people the fuck up so we can recover sooner rather than later. It's what I was saying earlier about the idea that like if we elect Kamala Harris in 2028, in 2032, we are going to enter into Satan presidency. Like Stephen Miller is going to be fucking president in 2032 if we elect Kamala Harris. If we reject Kamala Harris and we get like JD Vance or whatever, then maybe in 2032 we get a revolutionary leader who's like actually willing to do something, because maybe the Democratic Party will realize that running neoliberal Democrats is a dead thing. Like I gotta be so honest with you guys. Like, we are way beyond the point of do we accept suffering or not? Like you don't even have that choice anymore. Like, it's not even like about whether or not you want accelerationism or whether or not it's the good idea or it's the best course of action. It's like the only course of action. Like, it's not, it's the reality of the situation that we are living in. And it's not a matter of like, what do we pick between? Because we don't even have a choice. Like, we don't, like, you think you might have a choice, but you don't. You can either vote for things remaining exactly as they are right now, which is a continual descent into absolute enshittification, the enriching of the billionaires, and the slow destruction of the rest of the country, or something else. And the or something else option has not even manifested yet. Like, it's not even real. Like, we don't even have any options out of the shit right now. Like, that's the thing that sucks. That's the thing that's the worst about it. Is that like in 28, we're probably gonna get like Gavin Newsom or Buttigieg or Harris or someone like that is gonna be running for president, and that's gonna be our choice. And it's not gonna be a real choice. It's a fake choice. It's an illusion. You can pick between shit getting worse or shit getting worse faster. And I'm not saying, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just in that situation, I'm just not gonna vote. Like, I'm just not gonna vote for president. Like, I'll vote for other stuff. Yeah, like I'll vote for bills or whatever, like anything that's on the ballot, but like for president, no. Like, if that's our choice, that's not a real choice. we need to spend the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 4 years. I don't care how long it takes, but the next presidential election that actually matters is one in which we run a revolutionary leadership. Like, we need FDR 2.0, but like we need like super FDR. Like, we need like the most FDR person that's ever existed. We need someone who's going to come into office and say, I don't give a fuck about establishment pressure. Like, basically someone who's like Trump but good. Like willing to do as much bully pulpit BS as Trump is willing to do, but for good. You know what? This is leading me into a rant that like I I remember during Biden's presidency, there were some people who were like, I really wish that Biden would like use the bully pulpit to like okay, so like when Joe Manchin was basically blocking Build Back Better and forced us to destroy the bill and turn it into like a shell of something good in order to get it passed. Like, there were a lot of people who were saying like Joe Manchin's daughter is like involved in so much illegal money activity. Like, it would be super great if Biden would just like actually bully him into like doing something good for the country. And like, there were a ton of people on the left who were like, you want Biden to do something illegal? You want him to break the law? You want him to what kind of, how are we supposed to take the moral high road if you and they like have like a mental breakdown about it. Like, and it's like, that is what we need. We need someone who's willing to be as aggressive. Like, Democrats get into office and it's like, do something good, and they're like, well, we'll try, but there's actually all of these obstacles in our way, so don't expect anything good from us, okay? And then Republicans get into office and it's like, let's institute a dictatorship, total executive power, and take over the entire country, do whatever we want. It's like, well, but that's illegal and unconstitutional and you're actually not allowed to do that. And they're like, okay, we're going to do it anyway. Like, they don't care about like like, there's nothing stopping the Republican Party from doing this horrible shit to us, but there's everything stopping the Democratic Party from doing something good for us. And that is the real issue, is that like we need someone who's willing and able to take extreme measures to save this country from collapse. It doesn't help that one's right to vote can be taken away, which should never be allowed to happen. Your right to vote should never be taken away. Yeah, exactly. Voter disenfranchisement and voter rights going to shit is like a real big issue. It's comments from chat like that make me realize most of y'all have no idea how bad it's about to get. Cheeky Bass, I don't know exactly who you're referring to, but Tim Walz, someone said, I think he could be a good president, but it really depends. Like, I don't know. He's a little bit too Midwestern, like maybe a little too systemic. I don't think he's necessarily going to be the revolutionary leadership we would need. I'm about to head out for the night. See y'all Friday. See ya, Josh. Have a great one. Thank you so much for being here, and Happy New Year. I hope that you're safe tonight and have a great celebration. Leah 2028. I don't think I'll be old enough to be president by 2028, and I don't think I would want that. I think I would very much not want that. All of this political turbulence has torn my family apart and has been a cause of them developing a lot of really harmful beliefs. It really sucks. It's sad to see people close to you blaming the woke. Yeah, Brenna, I feel you. I feel you. It's really sad to watch the brain rot. Like, yeah, you guys see Freddy back there? See him back there sleeping on the little chair. Hey, Kitten Claws. Welcome. Speaking of kitten claws, there's a kitten back there. He's got some claws. You Kitten Claws, you're like Celeste, right? In Discord. Like, I need to mod you, I think. I don't remember which one. Okay, there we go. Finally made it. Hey Leah, hey chat, hey Winter Sorrow. At this point, I'm convinced the fascists. Wait, I'm convinced they are fascists as well, but have to pretend to not be. Yeah. Hello, Ella. Welcome. Jon Stewart for president. Now that's an interesting point, Ashlyn. I I don't know. I don't know. On one hand, like, yes, but no. Like, Jon Stewart has a lot of good beliefs, and he is more progressive than probably like if you were to put him in a lineup of potential 2028 presidents, he'd probably be like the most progressive option. But like the issue is that he has a certain, like, Jon Stewart is, I don't know how to put this. He's old. And because he's old, he just sort of has an innate belief in the system. He's a little too establishment pilled for my liking. Like, he's done, like, over the years, he's done so many interviews with politicians and all that stuff. How to say this? Like, okay, go watch the interview of Jon Stewart with Kamala Harris, or Jon Stewart with Hakeem Jeffries, or Jon Stewart with any of the politicians that he's talked to recently. And he is completely unable, like, he'll press them on issues. Like, Jon Stewart will press them on something, but he won't call them out. Like, he won't, like, in the conversation, he won't be like, and this is why, Kamala Harris, you're destroying the Democratic Party because of this belief that you just he was talking to Hakeem Jeffries about the ACA, right? And Jon Stewart was very clearly trying to get Hakeem Jeffries to admit that the ACA was not good enough. That, as a matter of fact, it's like a band-aid on a hemorrhage. Like, it's not doing anything to stop the issue that is the insurance business in our country. It is a profit sector that should not exist. But if you watch the interview there, it's like Jon Stewart presses him on it. He's like, yeah, but shouldn't we, like, isn't it just a privatized insurance handout? Like, isn't it just blah, blah, blah? And Hakeem Jeffries is like, yes, but it's better than nothing. And Jon Stewart's like, well, okay, but like, couldn't it be better? And Hakeem Jeffries is like, it's already pretty good. And he's like, yeah, but like, there's sort of like, he needs to, like, Jon Stewart needs to be the kind of person that, like, would be able to come out and that would be able to come out and say, like, no, the ACA is not good enough and you're wrong. But he won't do that. And that's honestly what makes me, like, think that Jon Stewart is not the solution. David Tennant for president, a great idea. Screw me once, shame on them. Screw me twice, shame on me. Bernie is not trustworthy like most politicians. Well, like, what do you mean? Like, give me an example of what you mean about Bernie not being trustworthy. Never heard any questionable tea about Stein. Maybe you have heard or saw something I haven't. Jill Stein is she's like a, she like literally exists to cripple the Democratic Party. Like, the tea on her is that, like, I'm pretty sure she's accepted money from, like, sources that are, like, anti-democratic. I would have to read up on Jill Stein stuff, because honestly I don't think about her very much except for during the general election. But, like, There's definitely some really bad stuff. Yeah, Russia. Wasn't it Russia? Yeah, she's like really not good for democracy. I thought Bernie was good. I think Bernie is good. I think that I don't know what Halaha is discussing with Bernie, but you know, like, you're allowed to have your own opinions, but uh it most of the people who don't like Bernie are neoliberal Democrats, so it makes me really hesitant when someone says like, "Oh, Bernie's actually bad," don't you know? It's like usually it's like that's that's like a red flag usually. American health insurance is one giant Ponzi scheme. True. The only flaw Bernie has is his age. I would say he's not perfect. Like, Bernie does have flaws. Like I said with Israel, he's a little bit too kind to Israel, in my opinion. Last year, Jill Stein only put her ballot out in blue leaning swing states. Nice. 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 Happy New Year's Eve, all. Happy New Year's Eve, Andrew. Thank you for being here. Hope you all have a safe, fun evening. I cast Summon Ranch. And here the ranch is. You summoned it. In our House election, I'm leaning towards putting the firebrand in rather than the I promise I can get stuff done legislature. I think we need people to get loud and coalesce behind issues. I think you're right. I think we need to take over the Democratic Party. Andrew said a capitalist. Are you talking about Bernie? Because Bernie is a democratic socialist. He's not a capitalist. Bernie's flaw is that it took him like 2 years to call it a genocide. Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm saying that's where he's weak. Is like Israel and like a little bit on the establishment too. Like Bernie has been in the system for so long that he's sort of like he it's like AOC. It's like watching AOC over the past like 4, 5, 6 years. Like I feel like AOC has like really you can see that she's getting acclimated to the system and to the establishment, and it's kind of a bad thing because they start to believe in the inherent nature of the establishment, which is not true. That's not an objective reality. That's just the way it is because people make it that way. In our House election, I'm leaning towards putting the fire. No, I got chai latte all over my sweater. I was trying to mix it. Dang it. He isn't necessarily captured, but he's definitely co-opted. That's probably fair. Oh well, it wasn't that much. There's so much uncool stuff Bernie did. It's too much to cite here. Democracy is an idea that obviously is not enough for you Americans. I I don't even know what you mean. You're vague posting, which makes me think that you don't actually have specific like I'm starting to think that your objection against Bernie is like when he was running for president, what was that thing? Like people were saying he's like sexist or whatever. Because he made like one statement that people kind of took out of context, but even if they didn't, like it really wasn't I don't remember it being a big deal. And everyone like freaked out on Bernie. Like even if he's done some uncool stuff, he's still like done the least amount of uncool stuff out of like every other leftist politician in the federal side of things. Like, you know, we need a politician to start with free healthcare, medications, $50 max, food standards, living wages, fair election. Yeah. That's what I'm saying is. So the whole point of this conversation was this has been a really long conversation. This went on way longer than I thought it would. But the point is that, like, I'm not willing to accept anything less than someone like the left wing, the Democrat politician needs to get up on stage and say, we're doing free healthcare. We are doing it. Not we're going to try to do it. Not we're going to work our way towards it. We are doing it. We have a plan. We're doing the plan, and we will have free healthcare. Food standards, that's a great thing. Living wages, that's necessary, and election reform is also necessary. There are things that we need done. We need abortion rights in law. We need trans rights and bodily autonomy laws in law. We need that stuff like completely solidified. If you're watching right now, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow on the various social media sites. I have a link tree that contains like my Instagram and all that other stuff. I'll have to add my Twitch to it. I did make a Twitch so that you all can either watch on YouTube or Twitch, whatever works for you. So I'm just posting my link tree in there now. Kristen, thank you so much for the $5. Again, AOC has become far too establishment Democrat. I really like Jasmine Crockett, though. I like how aggressive she is. She's a fighter when it comes to politics. I do agree that Jasmine Crockett has a fire in her. That is really, really nice to see. Maxwell Frost. I mean, there are some good Democrats in there. I would agree that AOC has become extremely establishment, like to the point where I'm becoming a little hesitant on her. Like if she were to run for president, I would be more excited than a Gavin Newsom presidency, but I think I would still not necessarily. Jasmine Crockett supported AIPAC. Is that true? Is that true? I just got a notification from Secular Talk showing a video Trump froze childcare funding to every state because of a fake video. Wow, that sounds like Trump. Let me do a quick Google foo real quick. Jasmine Crockett and AIPAC. What's the relationship? Jasmine Crockett has explicitly stated she has no relationship with AIPAC and has never been endorsed. The relationship between them largely stems from a social media criticism and online posts that falsely suggested she had the group's backing following her votes on foreign aid packages, particularly in April of 2024. Funding records include support aid packages that include funding for Israel. I want it. Wait. She had accepted a paid trip to Israel. Some critics. Okay, so it seems like she's not perfect. Like, it seems like she has been to Israel, and it seems like she has voted for aid packages to Israel before, but she's not funded. It's not funded by AIPAC, and she is not affiliated with AIPAC. It seems like her trip to Israel was paid for by AIEF, which I actually don't know what that is. I'm assuming some Israeli financial group of some sort. Nope, not it. Didn't even know of that. But shilling for genocidal baby killers is a no-no, to say the least. Yes, Crockett did. She did not take money from AIPAC, but she did go to Israel, and she did take vote for aid packages to Israel, which is not good. Obviously not good. Shilling for genocidal baby killers is a no-no, to say the least. Is that really what you think Bernie did? He shilled for genocidal baby killers? I think that Bernie has been way too soft on Israel, and but I don't know. I don't think that it's worth I don't think that Bernie merits that level of disdain. You know, like I think that's a little bit misdirected. I think there are plenty more people that deserve much more ire than you're. I think there are people that deserve the kind of ire that you're giving Bernie. Um, I don't know if Bernie really deserves that. The video on childcare was a big scam. I'm not sure what you're referring to. We need to pressure all of our reps to stop taking corporate money and APAC money. Of course, definitely. Update on Waterfox Brave. Oh, I forgot to look into that. I believe Hila was talking about Crockett. Oh, oh, yeah, no, yeah. Defending Israel is not good. I have not seen much of Crockett's positions on Israel. I've not seen her speak on that. I've seen most of her stuff that I've seen is like anti-Trump, anti-right wing stuff. But Jason Voorhees for president because the Grim Reaper has failed at his job. The asteroid missed the Capitol Hill dinosaurs. Who's Jason Voorhees? I'll have to look that up. Maybe you can give me like a very brief introduction to who that might be. Oh, I forgot to like the super chat. There we go. I hate talking about politics. It makes even friends rant at each other. It's okay. We're allowed to disagree. Like, I still appreciate your engagement and I still appreciate you being here and your support and everything. Like, it's okay. Like, honestly, I think we need to accept a little bit of disagreement. Like, the right wing, here's the thing. The right wing will coalesce behind a horrible leader even with all the infighting, and they'll get a lot of stuff done. The left wing will not do that. So like, we need to be a little bit better about allowing ourselves to do infighting, but like coming together when it matters, you know? I think as a leftist movement, like the disagreement is okay, but like if you watch Andor, like has anyone watched Andor? Any Andor fans here? I recently finished Andor, and like I'm not gonna lie to any of you. That movie made me really depressed because it's an extremely accurate representation of like revolutionary leftist politics. And all I'll say is that like obviously imperial fascism is like not good and is in fact actually bad, but also like revolutionary left leaders and revolutionary leftist movements tend to be fucking bad and terrible, and like the infighting and the paranoia and the lack of collaborationism and the backbiting and it's really bad. It's really bad. And Andor actually does. Andor is probably one of the best like series I've ever seen for representing what it's like to be a part of like a revolutionary leftist movement. And honestly, like it makes me sad because like Andor was supposed to have like 4 seasons or something, but they ended up only getting approved for 2, and so they had to like cram several seasons into the last season, and that made me so they crammed like 3 seasons into the second season, and so like it moved so fast. It was so sad. I honestly like I really wish they had time to like flesh that all out. Here's a novel thought. We need dollar politicians, $1 for each vote, so they get to be nominated. No extra funding for clout. Andorra depressed me, but I think I missed. Oh, Andor depressed me, but I think I missed ending episodes. Oh, it's depressing. Oh, it's depressing. Like Andor does not have the kind of ending that makes you feel like, you know, in the end, it's all fine. It has an ending that makes you feel like a lot of things, but definitely not that. I really recommend you all watch Andor. I came in here and the first thing I hear is revolutionary leftist politics. There's this guy in Andor. His name is Saw, and he's like one of the leaders of one of the factions in the left. And like he has this one rant he goes on in the middle of the show where I can't even do it. Like I'm not gonna give it justice, but he does something where he's basically like, I'm the one true leftist. He's like the Maoists and the Leninists and the Chotskyists and he's like, what they don't understand is that like I'm the only it just like I can't do the if you've seen it, you've seen it. But true and real. There are very many such cases of leftists being like, well, you see, I'm actually the one true leftist. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I'll try not to spoil anything. It's an amazing show though. So good. I never saw one rainbow or unicorn in Andor, so good stuff. Good stuff. What is chat saying? Let me see what chat's saying. Friday the 13th slasher. Friday the 13th protagonist. Oh, should we ban all dark money? Duh. No, actually, I think things are going great. I think everyone is just overreacting. I think everything is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Lord. So I do have a cutoff for stream tonight. And that cutoff is like 8:30. Like, honestly, it probably. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I need to go sooner rather than later. So we're gonna have to start wrapping up soon. I know it's a short stream. I apologize for that. I wanted to get started at like 3 or 4, but I failed miserably at that, and in fact, for like just could not get here sooner. And if we didn't have New Year's tonight, I wouldn't have to get going, and I could stick around for a bit longer. But tonight's New Year's, so unfortunately, that is something that I do have to consider. I was gonna say though, for those of you who have not heard about it, I will be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We will be doing streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. I'm going to try to continue to stream on Twitch and YouTube, although I'm starting to doubt the point of Twitch. Like, I don't know if there's really a point to doing Twitch. Like I got 2 followers and 2 viewers on Twitch right now. I think it went up to like 5 viewers, but no one followed me during the entire thing. So I don't know if Twitch is really a good idea. I don't know if it's worth the restream effort. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. I'm gonna start doing segments on the stream. Twitch link. Yeah, it's just my name. It's just Leah Passanetti. Here, I'll post it in the YouTube. Twitch is usually a build-up audience type thing. No, of course. Yeah, it's going to take time to build up. I just don't know if that's worth it. Like, is it worth it? Cold and rainy in Los Angeles. Yuck for New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's kind of gross out here, too. Like, the weather's not too great. Not lovely at all. Yeah, yeah. Twitch is good for stuff you can't stream on YouTube, I guess, though I don't know if they're more or less relaxed on copyright than YouTube is. No, like usually Twitch is pretty strict on copyright. I think it could be worth the effort to do Twitch, but it will be slow growing. There aren't a ton of political Twitch streamers on Twitch. Huh. Yeah. I mean, like, someone's got to, like, fight back against Asmongold, right? Like, what? Is Asmongold, like, the biggest political streamer on Twitch right now? Like, isn't there, like, an overrepresentation of right-wing politics on Twitch? Um, Once you get established here, it gets better. Thank you, little pink dragon. I appreciate the words of encouragement. Yeah, I think I maybe like oh, you're Ashlyn. Okay. Twitch will let you stream Twitch stuff or YouTube stuff. Wait, YouTube won't let you stream YouTube stuff. You mean like if I'm like reacting to a video or something? Asmongold is the worst. True, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, like Hassan is on Twitch, right? So like Hassan and Asmon are like the two biggest political streamers on Twitch, which I think Asmongold's bigger than Hassan, right? Is that true? Is that true? Is he on Twitch? I don't know. I really haven't paid much attention to Twitch in a long time, to be honest. YouTube doesn't let you react to YouTube videos, but Twitch allows you to react to YouTube stuff. That's weird though, because I thought I've done that before. He's been pissing you off? Then his strategy is working. I swear, Asmongold is like the biggest troll in all of existence. I don't know how he got so popular. He's stupid as hell, sickening in every sense. Because he's stupid as like he's infuriating. He gets reactions out of people. Reactions to videos is fine as long as you don't just watch them fully. Yeah, I think it's okay on YouTube. It depends on the it depends on the content creator. Like you can get DMCA striked by anybody if they just decide to do it. Twitch is honestly just turning into Rumble with a better UI, and some of the non-political streamers are good, but overall Twitch is trash. Yeah. I don't know. There is a lot of like right-wing dog whistling that happens on Twitch and stuff. It's Cherry Legend says, hope your night brings you everything you've ever wanted. I'm out to get into trouble. I'll be careful and good luck. If Asmon's money ever dries up, he as a person is screwed in every facet of life. As far as I understand with Asmon, he probably doesn't spend a whole lot of money, so he's probably set for life. Like if he stopped making money today, he'd probably be fine for the rest of his life. As far as I understand it, he seems to live in squalor, and he doesn't have like a super fancy house. He doesn't have a super fancy whatever, so that's probably fine. But he would be screwed. He would be absolutely screwed. He's just like he cannot exist in functional society as he is. Yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I forgot to look into it for this stream, but I'm going to be recording segments on stream that will turn into videos. That's going to be the plan moving forward, is to do a lot of streams every week, like 3 streams a week, and try to get videos done on the daily. At least 1 video per stream, probably more than that. Because like I have a feeling that the videos are going to be really easy to edit. Like I'm basically just going to cut the stream feed and just post it. Maybe a little intro outro, maybe not, probably not. And that's probably going to be it. Give it 5 years, Asmon will be a leftist just for the grift. Well, Asmon already started like backpedaling on Trump. Like Asmon was like, this is why I didn't vote. When like there's like compilations of Asmon being like, this is why I voted for Trump. And then his chat's like, didn't you not vote? And he's like, yeah, but if I did vote, this is why I would have voted for Trump. And then like lately he's been like, this is why I didn't vote for Trump. And it's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, my guy. Like, well, maybe with his audience he can, because they're so stupid. Uh, USA stands for United Scams of America. That's so funny. The guy's probably gonna get sick someday, off, uh, with something easily preventable or treatable. The way he lives is like a ticking time bomb in terms of sanitation and other issues. Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure true. He lives in such bad conditions that like there's a good chance that something horrible is gonna happen. Yeah, I've heard the really gross stories. I don't want to talk about the blood on the wall. The biggest difference is you can change the title and content reference while streaming here, but YouTube needs to restart for the title change. Oh, okay. I want to do a channel, but I don't know. It's a real investment. I appreciate what you're going through, Leah. OMG. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It is a lot of time and energy to start a channel. I mean, like this is basically a full-time job. So, it is a lot to do, but it's gratifying. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're all here. I really do appreciate all the support from everybody. If you all wouldn't mind, like I really do need the help here. As we move forward, I like am basically starting over, I took a little bit of a hiatus and so the algorithm's going to be really mad at me. Would really appreciate any help that any of you can give me by like supporting, subscribing, liking, sharing the videos with your friends, join the Patreon, do whatever you're able to within reason, if all you can do is the free stuff, then just do the free stuff. I did want to say again, thank you all to everyone who donated tonight. You are incredible. And honestly, like I'm really scared about going full time on YouTube, but I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. I feel like I have a really good community here. I feel like you all have my back, and that's very comforting. I don't want anyone to give me money unless you're able to. Like, please don't give me money unless you're actually able to afford it. But um, yeah, again, thank you all so much for the kindness, for helping me feel confident moving forward. And I'm sure that we're gonna have an exciting time. 2026 might be the year where my channel reaches the point that I can actually subsist myself off of this. And if that's the case, I will be a very, very happy camper because I have been in between careers, or I've had a really hard time in my life finding a career that works for me. I spent 8 years in food service. I've done retail. I did a little bit of everything. Like I've been all over the place, and nothing ever really stuck. I think YouTube could stick for me. I would love to keep doing this. The equipment it needs, your camera looks good. My camera is actually not even that good. Like I should probably upgrade, but I don't have money for that right now, which is fine. Yeah, true, no problem. I shared your channel with a few friends after your last stream and even in RJ's Discord, and I hope that got you at least a few subscribers. Oh, thank you, Winter Sorrow. I did actually notice some subscribers after the past stream, so that's definitely helpful. I mean, some people unsubscribe, which is like, like maybe people saw that didn't notice I was gone, but when I started posting again, they're like, "Oh, she was gone," and unsubscribed because they were upset or whatever. But um, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hop out of here and get ready to get going for the evening for the plans that I got, which aren't really that much. But yeah, I will be back on Friday. It'll probably be a longer 3-4 hour stream. We're gonna get some segments done. We're gonna get some videos done for the channel so that we can bring life back to the channel. Linktree, I'm gonna go ahead and spam the Linktree here into chat, and the Linktree contains everything. It contains my Patreon, it contains my Discord. Please join the Discord. If you aren't a part of the Discord, that would be really, really helpful. I definitely appreciate anyone who's willing to support or send me anything on a monthly basis. And yeah, you have a great start for streaming. Most struggle with bad microphones. Yeah, honestly, I really like my mic. It's not an expensive mic, but it works pretty well. I feel you there. Hopefully I find a career that works for me too. Yeah, I hope that you all find something that works for you. It's really hard in this market. Like there's not a lot of options. Like they really don't give you very much many options in terms of like career choices. So it's hard. It's hard. Uh okay. Well, anyway, I will be back Friday. Until then, join the Discord, check out the Discord. I'll have announcements in there. I'll probably make a post on my YouTube channel going over the streaming schedule, going over the ideas for the future and everything. And happy New Year's. Stay safe out there. Have a great evening. Be safe, please. Drink some water, stay hydrated. Don't get too sick off of alcohol or anything. And I will catch you all next time. Thank you all so very much for the support. You're all lovely. You're all lovely. Drink some water. Goodbye.